figuring out epilepsy, and I have a very special guest, my sister from another mister, Maribel from Embracing My Markings podcast.
Hi.
Hi.
Sam. I'm super excited to be here with you.
Me too. I'm so excited. It's like full circle. I was on your podcast and now you're on mine.
I know. I need to have you again on mine, girl.
Yeah.
You need to stop playing around and come and visit me again.
I'm trying to visit you in San Diego, like actually visit you, but anytime you want to record, I'm so down. You just let me know and I'll make time for you.
All right, deal. I know we need to make San Diego happen.
Yes.
I'm like, I have so many things going on at once, but I need to we need to have like a girls' weekend, I feel.
Yes. I'm like, oh, you have no idea. Like, I need one. Like, I need one.
We gotta plan that one out. We gotta plan that one for the next coming weeks. Yes. Because I don't know, are we still also planning on going to Idaho?
Well, I want to go to Idaho, but I don't know it will, what days work for you.
Yeah, I think we need to, we have a lot to discuss, girl. Yeah. But today we're not discussing that, right?
Well, no. Not just that.
No, but how have you been?
I'm good.
Does the weather affect your chronic illness?
Not as much as other people in the epilepsy community, because I was just talking to my friend Bree, who also has epilepsy. She also has a social media platform. Go check her out. But hers what happened?
Where can I find her?
She is, I'll have the links below. Her name is SoCal Epilepsy. You probably see. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see like her stuff on my Instagram all the time. Like, honestly.
I love it. I gotta go find her. SoCal Bree. Yeah,
she's hilarious. But I know her epilepsy gets affected by different temperatures and stuff like that. Like if it's too hot or something. Me, when it's too hot and I'm outside, I start getting a little bit of a headache. But other than that, no.
I could just imagine, especially, I don't know, because we're both in California, the sun hits really, really hard.
Yes, it does. And then I live in the desert. I live in the desert in California. So it's like way worse. We have no trees.
Well, at least you're not stuck like in the middle of the USA. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that would be so much worse.
I used to go to Arizona like all the time. I have family over there, so shout out to them. But we would go during the summer. That was rough. No, it is unbearable over there. I love Arizona. Like, I would totally move to Arizona, but not in Phoenix where my family lives. I could not.
So one time when you went to visit some really, really close family friend, it's actually the couple, the guy was the one that married my husband and I. So we went to go visit their family, and they live in Yuma, Arizona, which is like the tip of Arizona. Like, you're barely entering Arizona. Girl, I felt like I went to go visit Satan. Like, it was so hot, and I'm like, oh no, I will never do that again. So if I was your mom, I probably would have been like, no, you guys need to come out to us during the summer. We'll go visit you in the winter.
Well, it's my dad's family, so so we would go visit my dad's family. But so I always call.
We're not going. We're just not going. My kids are not going.
I call Phoenix Satan's booty hole because it's way too hot. It's like
yes, girl, yes. It's almost like as bad as going to Vegas, and I think it's even worse because
I've never been to Vegas. I don't know. I've driven through Vegas. I stopped and gone to the airport in Vegas, which is
that doesn't count.
Cool, but I've never experienced Vegas. I need a girls' trip to Vegas. Let's do that.
Okay, so you come down to San Diego. We spend like a day two here, and then we
Mm-hmm.
go to Vegas.
Yes, absolutely. Sounds wonderful.
Right? Oh
Yes.
yeah. And I mean, I'm too old to be like at the club, but I love going like for shows. Like I'm at that age, where
Yeah.
I need
I
like a
don't,
good dinner and a good show.
you're not, but you're not even that much older than me. You're like what, like 2 years older than me? And then
True.
I don't know, maybe this is like my wild years because my daughter's 13 and stuff, but I'm trying to go to Chippendales. I'm trying to go to Thunder Down
Ooh,
Under.
okay, okay,
I'm
Scout.
trying to I'm trying to really experience Vegas.
Okay, so let's do that, but I just can't tell my husband, girl. I just
I
can't.
don't want you to get in trouble with your
Yeah.
husband. Like
No, no, no. We just
we
won't tell him. Ojos que no ven, corazón que no siente.
that works too.
Yeah,
Up to you,
the end
girl. Like
is
we can
here.
do whatever. We can do
Yes.
whatever.
We're like, oh, we're gonna go watch Cirque du Soleil,
I do
but
want to see
really
that though too. That would be
we're at
cool to watch.
Chippendales.
I'm telling you, I think it's like my wild phase right now because I'm like, I want to know what that's like.
Sounds fun to me. I just, you know what? I've never had friends that are actually down to go.
Oh, me either. My
Yeah.
friends,
I,
like, well, actually, no, that's not true. I have one friend that would be down to go.
really?
She would be, yeah,
Well, let's
she
bring her
we
along.
she would be down to go. She'll be getting a little wild, but she'll be down to go.
Mm.
No, but like my
You'll only
sister,
need that one wild one because then it's like so much more funner because she'll push
yeah.
us to do like everything,
Oh
girl.
yeah, she's the one who invited me to start doing karaoke, and like ever since then, I'm like, I love it. It's so
That
much
is so
fun.
much fun. Oh my God, I love karaoke.
Yeah, I'm
So
not a
much fun.
singer. I'm not a singer whatsoever, so don't think I can sing.
Girl,
But and I'm actually
If Bad Bunny's out here singing, selling records, anybody can do it.
right.
Just say-
And I'm actually
just
shy. Like I get like stage fright, so I do get shy. But for
no
what
way.
yeah, I get really like I start panicking.
Oh my God. Does that affect your epilepsy in any way? Because you're putting that pressure on like your body and stuff, or no?
Um, not that I've noticed. Not that
Okay.
I've noticed.
Girl,
But
because I feel like my body shuts down. Like when I'm
mhm.
really nervous, like I'll have like a panic attack and like me dan ganas de desmayarme. Like I want to
Mhm.
faint. Like I feel like I'm gonna faint and I have to like stabilize myself and be like, oh my God, wake up.
The
Hello.
the thing though for me is I've been I guess performing since I was little because I used to dance a lot. I used to be in several different dance teams. So like I kind of pushed myself through that. I think maybe that has
That is
helped.
so cool, Sam. What kind of dance were you doing?
I started off with ballet and tap. I did hip hop, step. I've done salsa, merengue.
That is so cool. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Oh, girl, I have two left feet. I have two left feet. Even though I fell in love with my husband
Hmm.
because he knew how to dance. Like the night that I danced with him, we were at a wedding, and he asked me, or did I ask him? I think I was the little hussy. Um, I think I asked him, or he asked me. I don't know. Most likely me. And I fell in love with him. I was like, oh my God, a man that
Yeah.
can dance.
Oh,
Oh,
I don't know, but there's nothing more attractive than a man that can dance. Like I need a man. My next man has to dance because my ex, he didn't dance. He hated it. And I missed it so much for all those years. My next one, he needs to dance. I don't care if he's good or not. I don't care. As long as he tries and just, is there with me
you're like, I'll
dancing.
teach him. I'll teach him. He just
Yeah.
needs to have the available spirit.
Yeah, he just needs to like get out there with me. I don't care if you make a fool of yourself and of me, whatever. I don't care. Just do it. Just
No,
dance with me.
I love it. How hard has it been for you? Like, I'm married, so it's different, but how hard has it been for you to date? and having a chronic illness?
For me, I get nervous telling people. I still get nervous telling people that I have epilepsy because you never know how they're going to react. I totally get that some people don't want to date someone with a chronic illness. That's totally fine. Okay, but don't waste my time. Don't waste my time. That's the only thing I ask from people. It's just don't waste my time.
And why do you have that fear of like telling people and sharing that information?
Because you never know how someone will react. Like, I've had
You know,
experiences where someone has told me that I can never be loved because of my epilepsy. No one would want to deal with me. I've had people who treated me differently, started putting me in a bubble, and treating me like I'm not a person. So I don't know. It's the fear of not knowing their reaction. Are they going to be cool with your epilepsy? Are they going to be put off and they're not going to want to talk to you again? Me, I kind of have a cheat now that I have my whole Instagram and social media is on epilepsy, so I really don't have to tell anyone. Just follow me.
it's like, what's your at? Oh, well, here it is, and then they go
Yeah,
and they figure.
exactly.
You know what's funny though? When I met my husband, I I was also really scared. Like right now that I'm thinking about it, I was also really scared. The fear of, is he going to be able to handle, my relapses? Is he going to be able to handle my medical stuff?
Yeah.
And I wrote him, I think it was like I felt like Rachel from Friends, when they break up and then they get back together.
That
She writes him the
18-page double-sided letter. Yes.
I think I did like a 5-pager double-sided, I gave him like records and pictures and like I broke it down and explained to him what I had. And I didn't find out until later after we got married. He's like, I didn't even read your letter. I didn't need to. And I was like, wait, I put a lot of thought and work into that. What?
That is low-key cute though. Oh, that's so sweet. See, I need to find me one like your husband. That is just so accepting.
Brother. He does have a brother, but he's younger. He's younger than us. If you like them young.
I do, actually.
But it was, I remember the fear of like, I don't ever want him to throw this in my face. And I've been very blessed that he hasn't ever thrown it in my face. And I've been in the hospital many times, girl, because my chronic illness is very different from epilepsy, the chronic pancreatitis one, where I have flare-ups. I can't move, I can't drink, I can't eat. Like I'm in severe like stomach pain. Like I'm incapacitated.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, incapacitated is not the same thing as, ¿cómo se llama? I don't even know.
It sounds similar, but I think you said it right.
Okay. Somebody in the comments will be like, girl,
that's not the word. You over here agreeing with her. Like, we both can't speak English. It's all right.
Yes, thank you. So, I feel like I was going to be a big burden to him. So that was like huge to me. But also when we were dating, when I was in the hospital, he would show up. And he didn't even have a car at that time, but he would roll up, whether it was on the bus or he would ask somebody for a ride or whatever, and he would show up. He was always there.
That is so sweet.
Yeah, so I feel blessed to have found a man like that, but I remember that fear. Yeah. And even though I know that I can count on my husband regardless with my eyes closed, I still feel like a burden. I still feel like, God, like he could just find like another girl, like that doesn't have so many issues like I do, because now I have.
That's what I think. I think, like, why would they want to date me? I'm over here, like, a single mom. I already got baggage. And then you add epilepsy on top of that. Like, why would you want to date me? There's so many other women out there who are gorgeous who don't have the same problems as me.
Girl, have you not seen yourself in the mirror?
I
You're
haven't.
gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
You are gorgeous.
Thank you.
You are gorgeous. Okay, first of all, why do they want you? Because you're gorgeous. But I'm not even talking about like your outer looks. Like that's just like a plus. Your inside, you know what I mean? And only a true man, not a little boy, only
No.
a true man would appreciate that.
That is very
But it's
true.
hard. It's hard.
Has your illness caused any problems in your relationship?
No. The only thing, unless I'm a fatty, I love food. And so sometimes he'll be like, andale. You know what I mean? But other than that, I mean, no. He doesn't get mad at me or upset, or he's never thrown it in my face. I think I would
see. He's
I
a
would
man.
sock him in the throat.
He's a man because I've gotten thrown in my face. Like someone made fun of me for having accidents when I have epilepsy. They're like, that's such an embarrassing thing. And I was like, well, that's your karma. You treat me like shit, you clean up my shit. I have a mouth on me.
Stop, girl. Are you serious? That is so sad.
Yeah. They have thrown things.
Are we talking about the ex?
No, like I've had someone throw my epilepsy, my accidents.
Yeah.
Because that happens when you have epilepsy, you have accidents. I had someone throw that in my face.
That's horrible.
And be like, that's so basically saying that I'm embarrassing because I'm an adult and I have accidents.
You can't help your body. Like, and that's where I tell you that's the difference between a man and a boy.
Absolutely.
You know? And figuring out who's a man and who can take something like that. I can't even imagine that because when I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, like before I was diagnosed with it, at age 32, girl, I was having a hard time like using the restroom, like wiping myself, brushing my teeth. My husband never threw that in my face. Like he's had to like wipe my butt for me. And it's embarrassing because you're grown up. It's so humiliating. And then for somebody to then add shame to it, but you can't help it.
Yeah.
That would, no. And see, and my husband was like, you know, babe, like, I love you. So I got you this. And he got a bidet to be able to like.
See, I do need me one like your husband. That is so sweet. That is absolutely sweet.
So you don't feel embarrassed. So then you're not thinking that I'm thinking. Like this would make you like more comfortable. The only downsides to that, it sucks when we're like traveling or we're out and about, and you know, I have to use the public restroom. And if I'm having a hard day, it's like they don't have bidets. You know, we're not in Europe. Yeah, we don't have bidets everywhere.
We should for people like us.
Yes, imagine that would be so cool if we had bidets all over the U.S. But yeah, you know, he was able to do that for me. So little details like that have meant so much to me, but it's still embarrassing. You know, when I apologize
you've been potty trained for years. You're in your 30s and you out here having accidents. Like that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. And it's worse when they just throw it in your face like that. It's like, I can't control that. Like that's literally what epilepsy is. I lose control over my body. My body has to do with my bowel movements also. So it's not like I can control it. And I think that's really where like the fear comes from, is just being treated a certain way because of my epilepsy. So
yeah. I would honestly say I think you're doing the right thing by just being open right away. It's like before you you fall in love with me? Let me tell you. Can you handle this? Because if not, then I don't even want to waste my time.
Yeah.
You know?
And having social media, honestly, makes it so much easier because I've posted about having accidents, and so I just let my social media talk, and if you're interested, all right, let's get to know each other. Other than that, like, don't waste my time.
Yeah, because you can't date someone, or you can't be with somebody and not take certain parts of their lives. It's almost like if you marry somebody and they tell you, well, I don't want to be a dad. She has her dad. I don't want nothing to do with your daughter.
Yeah. I wouldn't accept that. I wouldn't accept that. You coming into my life, you're gonna have to step up and be the man of the house. Like, that's part of the deal. It's the package deal. Yeah. Same thing with epilepsy. I can't get rid of it. If I could, I would totally get rid of it. I'll be like, peace out, deuces. We are no longer friends. We're breaking up. Let's have this moment to heal. We're cool. But since I can't do that, you got to accept the epilepsy too.
Yes. So it's a package deal. And just like you can ignore a child or whatever that person comes with, because nobody's perfect. I think that's another thing, especially nowadays, it's very hard. People are just going for appearances. They're not really...
I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty of that. I'm so guilty of that. Oh my gosh. My sister yells at me for that too, to be honest.
Yeah, you can't do that, you know, because sometimes you'd be surprised. Like, God really be out here testing us. He's testing you, girl.
Yeah, he's wondering if I'm still going to make that same mistake and be shallow. He's like, Sam, have you learned your lesson yet? Let me think about that.
And growing up is realizing that, dating is not, and finding that perfect person has nothing to do with looks. I mean, of course, you have to be somewhat attracted to them.
Yeah.
But it's not a deal breaker. At least not for me. It wasn't a deal breaker. When I met my husband, I think what ended up working out is that we were really good friends for a year. And then throughout the year, I was like dropping hints, and I would tell him. And I'll never forget, I was like, I really like you. And he was like, what do you mean? I was like, I like you. He's like, yeah, but like, do you like me? Or like, you like me as a friend? Or you like me as a person?
Like, you need to break it down.
Oh my God.
That's so like, me. You gotta break it down. You gotta tell me exactly what you mean. What do you mean you like me? And
I was like, bro, we talk every day. We're on the phone 24/7. Like, obviously I like you. And he was like, oh, well, I like you too. And I was like, okay, can you like deal with this? Like, I'm a full-on package. And then let's not even bring up my depression and like my bipolarness.
We'll trickle those things down.
Yeah.
We'll give you a little burst of here and there.
Yes. And he was like, well, I'm looking forward to dating, all 100 persons in you. Like, okay, let's do it. I was like, all right, let's do it.
I've been saying this since the day I met you. I was like, I need someone like your husband.
They're out there, girl, but you need to stop judging by looks. That's what you need to do. You need to stop judging by looks. And it was really hard too. This is actually like exclusive.
Oh,
this could be a
you heard it here first.
Yes, you're only gonna hear it here. I'll never share that in my platform. But I got a lot of backlash when I was dating my husband. He was really skinny, really, really like. And I've always been like a full-figured girl. Like, I've never been like the skinny type. And so, they would criticize that. But to me, it was like, you guys are such idiots. Like, you have no idea. This man is like amazing, because I got to see him like in group settings, and one-on-ones with him. Like I really got to know not just him, but how he was with others. And I'll never forget the first time that we went out to dinner with some friends. We went to Olive Garden. That was the place back then, girl. That was the place. Now I don't like it too much, but yeah, it was good then. And he had leftovers, and so we went to go drop him off at his house. And as he was getting off, there was like a panhandler, like a homeless guy right there. And he's like, "Hey man," he's like, "Are you hungry?" And the guy was like, "Yeah." And I'm like, I would have ate that food. Like, what? But then afterwards, once I thought about it, I was like, that's so sweet. Like, he gives back. Like, to see little moments like that. You know what I mean?
That would melt my heart. I would fall in love with him, like, right then and there. The biggest thing, you can tell how someone is the way they treat others. So you pay attention to their actions and how they treat others. You know what that person is like.
Yes. And he was an amazing son, an amazing big brother, because he's the oldest in his family. And so the way that he looked after his younger siblings, and the relationship that he had with his mom, and it wasn't like, oh, he's a mommy's boy, but it was more like he truly loved his mom, like he was his mom's right hand. And it was just something that I'm like, that goes way beyond. I mean, thank God he was cute, because to me, he's so handsome. But that was just a plus. That wasn't even the whole thing. I truly fell in love with his personality and his heart.
Yeah. I think that's what relationships should be based on. Even though, like, I know I can be shallow. I know this. But I really want someone who is a good person, who is sweet like that and giving and just generous like that, because looks fade. I mean, you're not cute all the time. I'd rather have someone that I get along with, and like you, like someone that's your best friend that you can just talk to.
Yes. Even right now, I think we need to tell your audience what happened. We had this scheduled for a certain time, and I decided to take a nap, and I thought it was going to be a 1 hour nap, and it ended up lasting longer. And so I wake up and he's right next to me, and I'm like, what time is it? Everything's dark. I'm like, what's going on? He's like, what happened? I'm like, I was supposed to record with Sam. And he's like, Maribel, why did you put an alarm? And I was like, I thought I did. I don't know. I just took a 1 hour nap.
No, I'm sure everyone in the epilepsy community can relate to that, because we all take naps and we can all relate.
Right? Girl, I don't know how people survive without a nap. Crazy.
And the first thing I said when I woke up, because I took a nap too before this, I took a nap. When I woke up, the first thing I told my daughter, I was like, Emma, can you pass me a Jolly Rancher? I need sugar to get me out of this bed. She passes me a watermelon when I was like, thank you.
Oh my God, Jolly Ranchers are so yummy, girl.
They're so good.
Have you had the lollipops?
I like those too. I like those. Girl, I love candy. I have the biggest sweet tooth. It's so bad, but I love candy. So good.
Girl, I can melt in it.
Yeah, I work out not to be skinny or anything, just so I can even out all the sugar that I eat.
Yes. So, FYI, for your audience too, this is an exclusive.
Oh, 2 exclusives.
Yes, 2 exclusives, 2 bombshells. So I'm thinking probably next month, we're rebranding Contrabando Dulces, Candy Contraband. Yes. And I'm bringing all kinds of new candy. And I don't know if you've even heard of it, girl. You know the saladitos?
Yeah.
That we
the little
use
packets?
to put on. Yeah. The Lucas packets. Or I think it's Ola. I think the brand is Ola.
My daughter loves those.
With saladitos.
Oh, yes. You know what I really want to what I really want to try is the mazapans. The recipe, the cheesecake mazapan recipe that you have. I really want to make
Yeah.
that. I really want, because I love cheesecake. That's my favorite dessert. So
It
mazapan with
is
cheesecake.
so
Oh
good.
my gosh.
Yes, girl. Yes. And you can, I only shared one way to do it, but you can even like top it with like, you know how sometimes like, oh, at Cheesecake Factory, they have the one that's like covered in chocolate. You can even cover it with chocolate, the cheesecake. So then, so it's almost like the mazapan covered in chocolate, you know? It's really good.
Oh
But I
my
gotta post
God.
it.
Yes.
Yes, hopefully next month or by the beginning of December, we're gonna be coming back.
Yes.
And I got my little social media guy that's gonna help me with that. My son,
Okay.
he's gonna take
I know,
over.
our kids.
I'm like, you do it, you take over because I have too much going on. So I
No,
think that's gonna be fun to see how my son handles that and where he
I'm
takes it.
sure
But
he'll
he
do
already had like
great.
really good ideas. So
Well, if he
I'm
has
excited.
any ideas for my epilepsy account, like shoot me your ideas. I'm open.
Right? We gotta use our kids, girl. We gotta use them.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my goodness, one of my daughter's friends found me on TikTok and he started following me and he was telling my daughter, he was like, I followed your mom. I was like, that follow don't count unless he's liking all my videos. He really went out there and liked every single one of those videos.
Oh, he likes your daughter,
Yes, he
girl.
does. Yes, he
He's over
does.
there like, oh my god, I gotta support my
I need to get
suegra.
a boyfriend already to intimidate him.
You know what's so funny?
Yeah.
I feel like the young kids nowadays though are kind of hard to intimidate. It's not like it used to be.
Oh yeah, my daughter, she has a mouth on her. I say that she spends too much time with her grandpa because her grandpa's the same way. Like since she was little, he'll be like "a la fregada," and she'll be right back at him "a la fregada." So like, I mean, I don't
Oh
really
my
have
god,
to worry much for my daughter. Like that girl has a mouth on her.
the other day, my husband's cousin came down to visit, and she has an 18-year-old, and she's pregnant. She actually just had her baby, and she brought the boyfriend with her. And so when we got to his grandmother's house to visit them, his cousin and his niece were getting food, and so only the boyfriend was there. And so I walk in, and I am like, I'm not dumb. This is probably the baby daddy, right? The boyfriend. And so I walk in. He's 17. He's a year younger than her. And I walk in and I look at him and I'm like, hi. I'm like, who are you? And he's like, he says his name, and then I'm like, oh, so you're the culprit. You're the one. Girl, he looked at me like, uh-huh. And I'm like, you're supposed to feel like intimidation or something. He was like, no.
It's like nothing,
Whatever. I would be all embarrassed. I'd be like, oh my god, yes.
right? Kids are
But
different
no,
these
he was,
days. Kids,
I mean, he was such a good kid. He's a really, I liked him. But no, he wasn't intimidated at all. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, I
kids are
intimidate
so
everybody.
different. I don't know about all that. You're so sweet. I don't know. Maybe because I
To
don't see that
you,
side of you.
yeah, yeah, probably no, girl. Even my mom the other day, she's like, because she came as I was finishing recording a podcast, and so I'm talking, and I really clicked with my guest, and amazing. I can't wait for you guys to hear her. Um, and my mom's like, "Oh my god, you really do turn on a whole nother personality. If they only knew." And I was like, "Yeah, same with you, Mama." Everybody
Why is
thinks
it
my
our
mom's like,
family? Why is it our
"Girl,
family who
she's
be saying those things? Like my cousin just right now, right before we got on, was saying like the same thing. Like you a whole different
yes."
person, aren't you?
I'm
Like
like, "Girl, I can't be mad at the world here."
right? I don't even know these people. I gotta be nice to them.
Yeah, exactly.
We ease people into the crazy.
Yes, yes. And I mean, if you really think about it, I think you're very much like me. We We love to hang out and get to know people, but don't mess with my money and don't mess with my family.
See, and I'm like, just, well, we bougie on a budget over here, but for me, it's
No, but
like, don't
that
mess.
doesn't mean that I have money, girl. That doesn't mean I have money. It just means like do not get like do not hurt my money because de por sí soy pobre, and then you're over here trying to
mess with it. That is true. Yeah, that is true. Don't mess with my money, and especially my family.
Yeah, especially my family. Golden rules, I feel.
Oh, if
that's like a rule.
I will cut a person out of my life if they mess, especially my kid. Don't cross me when it comes to my daughter. I will cut you right out of my life. I've done it. 2 family members.
I've done it. I've done it with 1 family member because only one has ever dared. Yeah, it's about to be 10 years since I've spoken to that person.
I don't even know how long it's been, honest. It's been years, but I don't.
Yeah. You're not keeping track.
I don't really care, to be honest.
But yeah, what I was gonna say is like, how is it dating with a teenage daughter?
Oh no, like when was it last year? Yeah, it was last year. She just gave me the okay to start dating. For the longest time, she was like, no, I don't want you to date. No, like, let's not. Just last year, out of nowhere, she was like, Mom, you can start dating. Like, I think it's time for you to find a boyfriend. So she gave me the okay.
She's getting ready to date herself, and she needs you out of her business, girl.
She ain't gonna date. She ain't gonna date until she out of the house. Like, if she 18 and in college, okay, you can date. But when you're under...
It's so hard for these kids to leave home nowadays. That's basically telling her never.
I know. So it's okay with me. She'll never date. That's totally fine. She'll be my baby forever. I don't have to share with some random kid that decided. I'm so mean. Poor guys.
You know what? I cannot wait until you're like, Maribel, I need boyfriend. Help. She doesn't want to hang out with me no more.
I know. I honestly think that would break my heart because my daughter and I, we're still very, very close. Even with her being 13, she still thinks I'm somewhat cool. So I don't want that day to come where she's like, Mom, I don't want to hang out with you.
No, I don't think so. But I think when she falls in love, she's not going to want to have mommy like 24/7. Like, she'll still love you, girl. I'm not saying she'll stop loving you, but she's going to be like, Mom, like,
no.
Can I?
I'm the first one in her heart. I'm the first one in her life, in her heart. She don't need nobody else.
You are so bad. You are so bad.
I told her because, like, for a while she wanted to be a chef. She wanted to be like Gordon Ramsay because she absolutely loves him, and she wanted to go study like cooking and stuff. But in Paris, I told her, I was like, okay, cool. You go to Paris, I'll come with you, and we'll just live it up in Paris. And she was like, Mom, seriously? I was like, yes. I'm gonna be one of those crazy moms. Yes, let's go.
Can I be that crazy aunt that's like, yes, let's move to Paris with her?
Yes, let's go. I'm gonna need someone to hang out with.
So next week I have an episode coming out, and it's mostly Spanish, but we speak a little bit of English. And come to find out, this girl is like my neighbor girl. Like, we live like one town away from each other. So it's super cool. Like, we're supposed to meet up in person and everything. She's super dope. But anyways, I was so impressed because she's like, I have an Italian boyfriend. And I'm like, girl, no wonder you have those gorgeous pictures out there in Italy and stuff.
Oh my goodness.
You know, he's very handsome. And she's gorgeous too. And she, you know, we were talking about the quality of food that's out there. And she's like, I can go out there. I don't get inflammation in my body, because she talks about like endometriosis. It's going to be a really cool episode. And so women's health and all that. And I'm like, oh my God, like I want to eat pasta every day, girl, and drink wine. Like, give me the wine and the pasta every day.
Pasta is my favorite food. Oh my goodness. If I were to get with an Italian man, I would be so big. I would move to Italy for that man. Like, I absolutely love Italian food, their culture. I love their art. Oh my gosh, that's one of the places I would love to visit.
Yes. Oh, girl, I feel like I'm half Italian. Like, I don't believe in the 23 and me, but I'm like, I think I'm Italian.
My daughter got Italian.
Does
she got like 2% Italian. Yeah, she got it from her dad because it didn't come out with me.
That's what you think. I don't know.
Watch, it's really from me. We'll just pretend.
Yeah. Girl, I think it's from you, Dad.
It's from me. Ew. He didn't give her any of that.
No. But yeah, that would be super dope. So does she still have that dream or no?
No, now oh no, wait. She wanted to be an Egyptologist because she really loves Egypt. We love Egypt. Ancient Egypt, absolutely adore. We're gonna go when she turns 18. She wanted to do that for a while, and then she was like thinking about having a horse ranch and owning one and all that because she loves horses too. But now she's saying a surgeon, a trauma surgeon. So I'm like,
you're okay. Can I just say, good job, Mom? I love her already. Like, that is so amazing that she like has like endless possibilities.
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah, she's really smart.
About being a surgeon.
I wouldn't even consider it. But yeah, she's really smart with like math and science and stuff. So I can definitely see her doing that.
I'm proud to be her aunt.
Right?
You probably took after me.
Right, because you don't take after me. That's like the worst subjects. The two worst subjects for me, math and science. I cannot. So definitely not for me.
No, I struggled so much with it. But that is super dope. How would you react if you're dating someone? He adores you. He accepts you with epilepsy and everything, but your daughter's not his fan. What would you do?
I would first ask why. What's the reason behind it? And depending on the reason, I don't know if it's jealousy or something, or she just needs time. We'll see if it works out. But if she,
what if she does say like, Mom, it's just I don't like that he's always around. Like, I like you and me being here. Like,
well, I'm sure that will come up because she's so used to just being me and her, and especially since we moved into our own place, it's just the two of us and our pets. So
I love it.
I'm sure that will come up.
And then what if he has kids? And she's like, I don't like his kids. They're ugly and they're annoying. And
I'm sure will come up too. She's used to being around adults. She doesn't have the most patience when it comes to kids. So,
you know what I think that happens with ¿cómo se dice? The kids that don't have siblings. Oh my God, right now the word se me fue. Single kids?
The
only kids. Like the only I don't know, girl. But anyway, because my son's the same way. Oh, my son hates kids, girl.
Yeah.
Even when he was a kid, he hated kids. He would always gravitate towards the older people.
Yeah, and she has siblings. Like, her dad has 2 other kids with his second marriage. So she has siblings. She just doesn't go over there because he does live in a different state. She doesn't go over there and visit very often. So the only kids she really interacts with is the kids at her school. And she gets annoyed with them. She's like done with them.
I was gonna say, my son comes home and he's like,
yeah. So I'm sure if that guy has kids, then yeah, it's gonna be an adjustment for her. Definitely.
You're such a good mama, though. I feel like you would be able to blend your
Yeah.
family, you know, slowly and surely. Because something that I really admire about you is that you're very thoughtful about everything. I
Yeah.
don't feel like you're cold headed and make, you know, decisions on a whim.
No,
It's like
I
you
don't. I
really think
can't.
about it.
Hmm.
Yeah. And I think that's a beautiful quality to have because then you think about everything twice.
Yes. 3, 4, 5 times. Yeah, yeah. No, but I would,
Because I could be impulsive.
I can too, but it's things that wouldn't affect my life. Like when it comes to
Yeah.
my daughter, I think about things like like I said, like 5 times over. So, but other things that it's just like, oh, do you wanna do this or do you wanna get this? I'm like, yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
All fun and games, huh?
Yeah. But what I actually thought about is that I would want, if I were to date someone, I would want to take like a day out of the week and have like a mother-daughter date. I think that would probably help with the transition.
Yes, yes. I think that would be very helpful. Also, I guess like checking in, making sure she feels comfortable
Yeah.
and everything because it is a big adjustment. And she's not a baby. She's
No,
13.
she's 13.
So,
Yeah, so she can tell me how she's feeling and everything. And I also said, like, I'm not gonna ask her to meet this person until she tells me. She'll know, like, oh, yeah, we're dating. But until she says, Mom, I want to meet this person, then she'll meet him. It'll be up to her, her choice.
I love that. I
Hmm.
love that. How how do you think I think well actually hold on, retract, go back. I think it's going to be very interesting for her and it's going to be a beautiful experience for her to see her mom happy and with somebody that deserves her mom. I
Yeah.
think that would put a lot of ease in her.
And I think that's the biggest thing. Like, if you're a man coming into a single mom's life, is you need to be that man that shows the kids what a healthy, loving relationship is. Because if you think about it, they haven't really seen that in their home. You
Yes.
know, their parents ended up in a breakup, divorce, whatever. So if a man or a woman, vice versa, wants to start dating a single parent, they really need to treat that parent with respect so the child knows what to expect and what a healthy relationship looks like.
Yes. And I think that would take away all of her fears of like, you know, or even um and I don't mean jealousy in a bad way, but you know, we
Yeah.
all feel kind of territorial with our parents.
And she's gonna feel
I
like that. She's gonna feel
yes,
like that. So,
like that's my mom. What the hell?
yeah.
Like get away.
Yeah.
But I feel like if she would see, hey, you know, this man treats my mom right. My mom's happy. My mom's smiling. You
Hmm.
know, I think that would put her at ease and make her more comfortable too. So
Yeah.
men, you have to step it up. And I'm talking about
Hmm.
men, not boys.
Yes. We date men. We're not dating boys out here.
Mm-mm. No, no, no. No
Yeah.
boys allowed.
No.
Oh, excuse me. Ugh. um, but yeah, that's so interesting to me that, you know, you have that fear and it breaks my heart that you've had such a bad experience in the past, girl, but I can't wait to see you happy and treated like the queen you are, girl.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I did have one good experience with the boy
You
before.
did.
We never
Oh,
officially dated. He
okay.
actually invited him on my podcast, so he will come and we'll do an episode about that. But yeah,
Can I ask more questions?
absolutely. Exclusive.
Exclusive. Hi. You should put right now the sound of
I know, right?
um uh are you talking to this person?
No, he has a girlfriend.
Oh, so it didn't work out between you guys.
Well, because we met back in high school, and immediately I was like, that's the dude for me. I like instantly. And the reason we didn't work out back then was because he was like going through his whole phase. He was he was out there talking to all these girls, and like, I'm not about that life. I'm not gonna be second choice. So
No.
then I got into a relationship, and then he was in a relationship when I was divorcing, and now he's in a different relationship. So it's like it never worked out, and the timing was never right.
It was never meant to be.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. We're just meant to be friends, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, at least you kept that friendship. I think
Yeah.
it's always important, regardless of who it is, whether the relationship works or not, even if your relationship doesn't work out with like a husband or something, that's something that I think from the beginning I asked my husband. I said, I don't ever want to be your enemy. I don't ever want us to hate each other, and God, we've grown up together and we've gone through so much. But there's times where we'll have, when we're in deep conversation, and I'll apologize to him because I've messed up
Yeah.
and he's messed up. You know what I mean? But I think as long as the love and respect is always there,
I think
you
that's
can't fail.
yeah, I think that's really important in a relationship where you leave your ego at the door and your pride at the door, and you're able to apologize. Because when you're out here just being stubborn, even though you were wrong, then it's never going to work out like that.
Yes.
You gotta humble
Yes.
yourself.
I'm thinking of Kendrick Lamar.
I know,
Be
I love
humble.
that song. I
Girl,
love
did
that
you
song.
see the video on TikTok where he's in Mexico and they're
No.
singing that to him?
That would be me. I would totally do that.
Girl, I had chills. Like I
I love
literally
that.
had chills because he was in Mexico, and he even took off like his little earpiece or whatever, and he was just listening to them, and he's just there like taking it in, and you could tell that he's being gracious in that moment because it's like these people don't even speak English, but they were all in sync, and they were like, "Be humble," and like singing back to him his lyrics. I'm like, that's dope.
I love that. That's one of my favorite songs from him, honestly.
Yes, yes. There's
I
a few of them. There's a few of them that I love.
I use
He's a really
I use that
good
song
artist.
when a dude pissed me. I posted on Instagram. I was so mad. And I
Oh
was
yeah.
like, arrogance is so unattractive on a man, and that song was playing in the back.
Oh shoot. Well, you know what? You were kind of kind to him because you
Yeah,
could have put like, Sean, I don't f with you.
I know. That's the next one. The next time a man makes me mad, that's gonna be the next one.
I don't f with you.
I like that song
You
too,
stupid
to be
little.
honest. Yeah. Did you see that TikTok where it's like, I don't know if it's a show or a movie, but where that little girl is doing that at a talent show and
It's a
the dad,
movie.
it's
I
a
love
movie?
it.
What movie
Yes,
is
me and
it?
it's called Mom's Night Out, I think.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, let me look it up. Yeah, that's actually me and my husband. That's where we got it from. And every time we hear the song, we see the little girl with the dad doing it.
That's what I see. And I'm just like, that's such a dope dad to do that.
Mom's Night Out.
Okay, I need to
Mom's
watch
Night
it. I need to watch
Oh,
that
it's
movie.
such a funny movie, girl.
That
It's
actor
hilarious.
that plays the dad, he's hilarious. I love his stuff, his
Oh, girl,
shows, his movies.
he did such a good job, and I was laughing. I was like,
She did so good. She did so good. I was like, if that was my kid, I would be so proud. I would be like, yeah.
I love it. I love it. But yeah, no, girl. Well, don't be scared to put yourself out there. You're a beautiful person, and I think you deserve the world. And how you feel is not an isolated feeling because I've been there. Like you just made me remind myself of like when I was dating my husband and the fear of not being accepted completely. And even though I wrote him that dissertation.
I'm gonna do that. And see how he reacts. If he's out here reading it. I'm like, dude, nah.
Looking up the terms.
You need to be like Maribel's husband and not even read it, just throw it away. Hey, it was a test.
He's, he's like, as soon as I opened it and I saw pictures and crap, he's like, I
You
don't
put
care.
pictures?
Yes, I put pictures. I put my like my diagnosis like
A diagram.
Yeah, I put graphs and shit.
Whatever.
And he was like, yeah. I was like, I'm not interested. Like, I just knew you were the one.
That's so
like, that's
sweet.
pretty.
How did he know you were the one? Or how did you know he was the one? Besides the obvious.
So I knew he was the one that night that we danced.
Yeah.
It was just so magical. And I can't even tell you. I mean, this is the funny part, okay, you guys? This is so funny. But the funny part was that the wedding that we were at was actually his ex-girlfriend's wedding. It's a whole chisme. It's a whole chisme. I didn't know, though, that yeah. At that time, I didn't know that they had dated. And so we had friends in common, obviously, through church and stuff like that. And so she had gone to my church and then she went to his church. And so we knew each other through mutual friends. But I didn't know that they had dated. But that night, and everybody thought that that's the night that I met him. And I'm like, no, I met him way before then. But that night, I knew that he was the one. I can't even tell you what the bride and groom served us. I can't tell you none of that, girl. I was just like so happy that he was there. And I just remember him.
That's like a movie. That's like a Nicholas Sparks movie. That's so cute. Oh.
Yeah. But for him, I don't know if I should share this.
You don't have to.
We were on the phone. We were on the phone and we did like 21 questions. And we could only answer truthfully. And so we did that. I'm not going to go into detail of like what he asked me, but he's like, after that night and after this one question, it's like, I just knew you were the one. And so.
Did you ever like self-sabotage? I feel like I do that a lot to myself. Like I sabotage a good thing just so I won't like get hurt.
So when I fell in love with him, he's my only love that I've ever had. Because I've had like crushes and stuff, and I only had one boyfriend before him, but it was truthfully nothing. Like I don't even think I should even say that he was my boyfriend. But anyways, I think I didn't self-sabotage until after we got married.
Really?
Yeah. I pushed him to the edge, girl. Like, and that's not even like because of the chronic illness, but it's just, trauma that I carry. That later on in therapy, I was like, oh, like, I'm not used to peace and quiet. I'm used to, always having some type of argument, or I'm always like looking for ways to make people leave so then I could be like, yeah, you left me. You know what I mean?
Dude,
and poor guy,
I do that.
But he has stuck around, girl. He has stuck around.
The brave soul that's trying to date me, dude.
Yes.
Poor man. Whoever tries to date me. Poor guy.
I mean, I'm kind of in talks with one right now that's really crushing on you. And I'm like, please be patient. I understand where she's coming from.
Yes. A man won't get far with me if he's not patient, like, honestly. Because I have so much trauma that I'm not used to good things. I'm used to things going wrong.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, girl. So you understand me in that level. So, yeah. And because of my chronic illness and not having control over that, made me want to control everything else in my life that I could.
Yes.
So that figuring out that that's what I was trying to do, because I had never had that peace that I felt with my husband, it was like too good to be true in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, no, like it's gonna, and until this day, I'm like, my worst fear is that my husband passes away or that he goes with somebody else. But at the same time, I'm like, at this point in our relationship, I'm like, I think he's seen the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah.
That, and I've given him my all, that if, you know, he steps outside of our marriage, that's his decision. Like, I can't do anything about it. Like, I can't control that. I can only control what I do.
I'll help you out. Well, we can get him back for that.
Yeah.
We'll the Toxica sister girl. Comes to the rescue.
Yes. I'll run him over for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really hard learning that and trying to adjust to that. So I didn't do it while we were dating, but I definitely did it at the beginning of our marriage.
It's interesting how you did it not when you were dating, but when you were already married. Because I tend to do it like at the very beginning, where I'm like, where I see them coming closer, and I'm just like, no, back it up, like stay over there.
And it's that fear, I think. It's that fear.
It's terrifying.
Yes. So I can understand that. And like you said, because you've had those bad experiences in your past, I can only imagine what that did to your psyche and to your self-confidence. But from one chronic patient to another, girl, you have nothing to be ashamed of. You have nothing to keep you from finding the love of your life. You deserve to be happy. And to me,
on the verge of tears.
Ew. No, you deserve the world. You're such a sweet person that I hopefully you find the best man that, you know, is out there for you. You deserve that.
I'm not trying to get a divorce again. I'm not trying to go through that.
From friends?
No. I'm not trying to have multiple divorces, multiple like breakups. I honestly think I probably have one more relationship in me, because when I love hard, and I treat that man like a king. I do so much for him. I'll learn to cook. I'll cook for that man, and I hate to cook. So like, so for me, I think I got that's love. Yeah, if I'm out here cooking for you, that means I like you, because I don't cook very often. Just ask my daughter.
That's so funny. So who does the cooking in your house?
Well, we'll help each other out. Like some days she'll want to make a recipe she saw online or something, or in one of her cookbooks, and then sometimes I'll throw something together. She's fancy with it. I'm just like, okay, what do we got?
I love it. I love it.
She out here knows how to make pizza from scratch. Yeah, this girl.
Oh, she deserves to go to Italy, girl.
You right? Take her. And I deserve to go with her.
Yes. Yes. Yes, please. Oh my God, that is so, like, ¿cómo se dice? Impresionante. Like, so... How do you say impresionante in English?
You're asking the wrong person.
Oh my God, girl. Hold on. Blank here. Hold on.
I usually go for you for translations.
I know. Hold on. Remember, I just woke up from a nap, so...
That's okay.
I'm a little bit more awake now, but... Hold on. Impresión. I don't like that word. Awesome. It just says awesome. Impressive. There you go. Impressive.
Oh, there you go. That's what it is.
It's very impressive.
Yeah.
So, that's pretty cool.
She finds a hobby she likes, and she rolls with it.
I like her. I like her. I just need her to be sassy with me. That's all I need.
As long as she knows, like, you're cool with it, you won't get offended. I think she would be, because I'm telling you, she's like that with her grandpa.
Love it. I love it. No, I wouldn't get hurt. Please. Because I know it's not personal, and I love playing around like that, too, so.
Oh, yeah. Then she'll do it.
Yes. But yeah, but I'm gonna have to get going, girl, because I just woke up. I will take a shower and get ready for bed again.
No problem.
But, but oh my god, this has been so much fun, Sam.
It has. We need to go on yours now.
Yes, we need to go back on mine. So you guys go check out Embracing My Markings podcast. Mm-hmm. Go follow Sam. Go follow me.
Yes,
I cannot
she has
wait
some amazing
to see
stories.
And more stories to come. Very
I'm
good
excited.
One.
I'm so excited.
Wait, hold on to your wallet. I'll just say that. Yes. Hold on to your wallet. But yes, and then I have to text you on the side. We'll talk off air, but yeah, I even found a group of girlfriends that go traveling to Mexico.
Ooh, I want to go to Mexico.
And they invite us to Oaxaca. So, yeah. So
I'm going.
Stay tuned. Yes.
I invite myself.
But yes. But I'm so excited. Thank you so much for having me on. It's truly been a pleasure. And anytime you need me, I'm here, girl.
All right.
Screw Rodrigo.
I know, right?
I should be first, Rodrigo.
Right? He totally took your spot.
He did. I'm like, how dare you?
And he mentions it too on the podcast. He mentions.
He still rubs it in my face?
Yes, he still does. Yes, he mentions it because I didn't know. You'll see when it comes out.
Rodrigo, it's on. You're going to get a glitter bomb. Just for that. I'm going to mail you a glitter bomb. Watch out.
Make it purple so he knows.
Yes. Because purple stands for epilepsy, right?
It does. That's why.
But it also stands for chronic pancreatitis.
It was meant to be.
Yes. Orange is for MS. But purple, I know it's for epilepsy and for chronic pancreatitis.
It was meant to be. See?
Yes. Yes. So, Rodrigo, you're getting a purple glitter bomb. Screw you for taking my place.
I love how they're fighting. I love how they're fighting over me. I feel so loved.
Yeah, you are, girl. Because you're such a dope girl. But yeah. But thank you so much for having me.
No problem. Thank you for coming. Everybody go follow her. Embracing My Markings. All that.
Yes. At EMM podcast.
Yeah. I'll also link it down too.
Yes. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.